This out, guys. Made from Japan. Straight from Japan. What's going on, guys? Rolling on 2 back at it again. Today we have my beautiful F4i here, and we're gonna be changing the stator cover. I got a brand new one from Japan, and we're gonna swap it out. So let's get right into it. First thing you wanna do is you wanna loosen all these bolts that go around here, and you're also gonna wanna remove your side fairing, which I've already done for you guys. But basically, this is gonna allow you to remove and replace this part. Let's get right into it. As you can see here, they're 8mm, not super tight type of bolts. Honestly, when I put these back on, I don't even torque them down. I just kind of do it by hand and fill it out. Can add a little bit of Loctite on if you want, but in my case, I'm not. Too easy, man. I think the cover was like 40-50 bucks from Japan, original. I'll show you guys here in a second. But yeah, something that I think is a good investment to have your bike looking good. All right, I think that makes all. Yep, that makes all. And then you're gonna wanna carefully remove this. Sometimes they have a slot where you could insert like a flathead. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna gently tap this and see if we can break it loose. I would suggest using a rubber mallet to remove, especially if you're removing, like if you're replacing your stator and your cover is good. But in this case, I'm not gonna use this case again, so I'm okay with using a little bit of like a hammer to kind of break it loose. There you go, see guys? She's already coming loose. You're gonna wanna have an oil pan underneath it so it can catch all the oil, it doesn't go over your garage floor. There you go. Man, this was easier than the Kawasaki. Wow. It's gonna be a little magnetic, so might give you a little pull, but that's basically where you're at right there. Look at that. Now you have to take the stator and remove it from here and put it into your new cover. So let's go get our cover and let's move this over. Alrighty, so in this case, I grabbed a metal wire brush and I'm gonna clean off the surface of the housing here of the engine case so we could put our new piece on. So we're gonna clean this up real good. See, as you guys can see, it's starting to clean up real nice. I might get my blade as well and clean that up. So just go through it thoroughly and do this so you can have a cleaner install. Then you want to I'm gonna take my air hose and clean everything out, all the gears and stuff. So get you a rag and wipe everything down real good. Get the blade in there real good. Get that thing smooth, man. So it cleans up good. The last time I did this, guys, when I did the Kawasaki, I ended up actually scratching it a little bit. Couldn't see it, but what I'm gonna do is here, while I'm putting the stator on it, is I'm gonna tape it to protect it so it does not get all scratched up, and then I'll remove the tape. So this is just like a little tip on how to protect your new parts before the installation. So just keep that in mind because they can get damaged. And you know, you spend your money, you don't want to put a new part and then damage it. So I'm gonna put a couple more pieces on just to protect it a little bit. Just I think this is a good way of protecting your investment, you know. So that's what you got there. So when I lead it up against the bike, it will not be getting damaged. All right, so you have to remove these 4 bolts here, and I have a size HW5. These can be a little hard, so just be careful. That's not bad. All right, cool. I'm doing a detailed video for you guys so you guys can understand the process and do this successfully without any hiccups. All right, now let's do the 10mm. Nice, real nice. Make sure you put this back together the way it goes. Pinch the cable how it's pinched already so you don't get anything messed up. This tube has to go into my new Stator cover, so we're gonna have to move it over there. Try to take pictures when you're doing this if you're new to it, so you don't get that's that for the cable. We're gonna put it there. Guy can come off now. We have to kind of break the gasket there, remove it right there, and there she goes. She's now hanging. If your cables are dirty like this, take a little bit of parts cleaner, get in there and clean them up. You want your parts to stay as clean as possible. You want to make sure you do a clean build. Beautiful. Just like that, guys. Alrighty guys, I've removed this stator and now we're gonna install it into our new cover. Therefore, we're gonna have to put these bad boys back on. Real simple, guys, but if you've never done it, it could definitely be a little intimidating, especially, you know, if you never really took your bike apart before. And it can be scary, but take it one step at a time and should be good to go, man. Honestly, I think one of the things that I like the most about doing this is it's like my peace, my zen when I'm taking a bike apart, and just like it's like a puzzle piece, man. You put it back together. It's real peaceful, honestly. So I love working on my bikes. Gives you that peace and quiet you need. Once you get it to the point where you can't hand tighten it anymore, then you bring your tool. And this here, you're not gonna crank it too hard. You're gonna take it to where it goes. And if you never worked on bike before, that means as you feel it tightening, you don't have to push past that breaking point because you can strip these. So here I'm just hand tightening them and I already feel them getting tight. So this is the last kind of push that I'm gonna give them. Not even half a turn, like an eighth of a turn, and that's good. Now, remember this here, guys. This is crucial. We took that 10 mil out the last time. This is gonna hold the cable kind of down on place. So you wanna make sure you put this back on there as well. Do not forget it. Remember, you have a spinning wheel that goes in there. You cannot have any loose wires in there because that could be bad news if you leave that loose. So make sure you don't lose any parts while you're working on your bike. Just take your time, man. Just take your time. There she goes. Good thing is the wires are already kind of bent the way they're supposed to go. So no issues with that. There we go. Now we're going to place our gasket in place. We're going to put it a little bit of silicone here, and then we're going to place it on the bike. Oof. Stator covers on, buddy. But then I'll do it. Eventually stop.